curiosity is the key. When you're curious, it happens. For example, in meditation, if you want to experience samadhi, you don't sit there and tell yourself, I'm going to experience samadhi, I'm going to experience samadhi. You stop and you say, well, gee, remember, you're in God, you're in the universe, you're in this whole holistic consciousness. So being that holistic consciousness, you ask, what would it be like to experience samadhi? As if you really want to know. And when you do that, you wait for the answer. And if you can just sit there and wait, eventually the universe will answer. For example, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Scott.
Okay, see, when I shut up, he told me. All right. But when I kept asking, he didn't say anything. We had this plan before. So in your meditation practice, whatever you want to know, if you want to wake up, know that you're one with the universe, you're one with this holistic consciousness, you're one with the infinite consciousness, God, Shiva, whatever you want to call it. And all you have to do is ask once, what is it like to wake up? And then you sit there and you wait. And if you get sidetracked, you can bring yourself back, oh yeah, I want to know what is it like to wake up. But that's just bringing your intention back. You're not necessarily having to ask again, and you wait. And then, as you're waiting and you're paying attention, something will dawn within you, whether it be a knowledge, whether it be impulse, whether it be a feeling, a sensation, or just a different state of consciousness. That is your answer. And once you have that answer, don't question it, don't doubt it, just start living from that new perspective of that new little nugget of knowledge that you have. And slowly, as you accumulate more of these realizations, you then realize your enlightenment. And then you can live that way no matter what all the time. Okay? You can say, oh, well, you know, I can go out to dinner with so-and-so and I'm still enlightened. Okay? You can, you know, that's the thing. It's not like things will end your enlightenment. Things will still happen in your life, but you are still enlightened. Because stuff's always going to be changing and always going to be happening. But you are always enlightened. So get that in your head. And then when you can live that, then it becomes permanent for you. And that's the point. And then you can live, you can die, you can get sick, you can be happy. Whatever it is, you're still enlightened.
What time frame do you find to be effective, or at least get you in the frame of which you're already in, but really still?
It really depends on the person.
Okay.
I mean, some people, sometimes, I mean, you might notice this too, sometimes you can sit and you're just there.
Right.
And when you're just there, so you just sit there. You don't have to do any meditation technique. Okay. But sometimes it never happens. I mean, I did a meditation last week and I was, 2 hours gone by. I was like, well, gee, this isn't much different than when I started. But you see, I was still doing the practice. But other times it happens immediately. Sometimes it's 10 minutes before you get done. Don't think too much about what is the time.
Right.
The key is to just watch what's happening. And then, because if you're wondering how long it's going to take, that's an expectation.
Yeah, or sometimes saying okay, I'm going to do it for 20 minutes.
Right.
And then I find myself struggling a little bit with that aspect of sitting, meditating.
Right.
Time.
One thing Roy says that one of Yogananda's main disciples told him, just sit for 15 minutes a couple times a day. Keep it easy. That way you're alert, you're awake, and you're getting the benefits. Mm-hmm. I've had experience with that. I've often found that sometimes those short 10, 20, 15-minute bits were so much more refreshing than me sitting there for hours on end trying to make something happen. So keep it short, and then let it be a natural evolution. If you sit there for 20 minutes and you're like, oh, well, I'm here, so I'm just going to hang out here for another 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it might be, go with it. Don't force it. Okay. But one thing Roy says is, no matter what, always do your practice every day as duty, just because that's holding the intention that you're waking up. Okay. So whether it happens or not, just keep doing it. Yogananda would say, you have to want God with all your heart. You have to want Him so bad that you can't live another day without Him. But if He doesn't happen to come that day, you still have some patience. So keep that in mind.